Today we're going to be making an ALS Ice Bucket Challenge costume. Booyah! So what you're going to need is some material that you can use to make water. You're going to need a bucket. I got this one at Walmart. This is from the dollar store. $1, or I think this was a couple dollars, not much more. For the ice cubes, could not find like fake ice cubes, and I didn't want to have to order any online. So I was like, justifying something that I've wanted to buy for a really long time anyways, which are these like really yummy scents, little cubes. They come in these little things that almost look like an ice cube tray. So I'm just going to cut these up and use those as the ice cubes. Beads that look a little bit like droplets of water. And you're going to want 2 plastic cups and a little hair clip. And as always, my favorite kind of gun, hot glue gun. So I'm just taking my scissors and cutting up the cups 6 times, about an inch apart. That's what it's supposed to look like. And then I'm taking my scissors and I'm going to cut a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't even have to be pretty. Okay, so there I have a little circle. I want it to be glued on top of this clip, so we can just clip it right in. I'm holding it open, so if I get any glue on, it's not going to glue it shut. And then with this, we want it to be face down, so it's going to lay flat against our head. Perfect. So I want the middle of my cup to go right on the clip. Pull one of my little plastic legs down and hold it down and let the glue get cooled and stick a little better. And then I'm going to do that to each one of these different leg things that are coming off. I'm just cutting some 1-inch strips off of my clear plastic, 18 inches long. Each of these I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the tip, and I'm making sure to keep every material that I'm using kind of clear so it looks like water. I'm just going to do that with each of my little strips and glue them on. Okay, I'm just making a little hot glue and I'm just gonna dip them and put them on there. I want them to go all over the end of it and kind of weigh the plastic down from the plastic cup and just plaster the whole thing with a whole bunch of beads and make it look really cool. I'm gonna glue the handle down because it keeps falling. This is just gonna make it a little bit more sturdy so it's not gonna fall off in the middle of the night when I'm partying. So now we're making a poncho, and I have it put on the top of my head exactly where I want it to go, and I'm just gonna pinch where I want it. This is really, really easy. So I'm just gonna rip it. That's going to go over your head. These ice cubes are going to be glued on here too, so that will help make it a little bit more ice bucket challenge-ish. And I've just taken all of the scents out of these little containers and put them in baggies so that I can use them for later. It smells so good. Now we're going to make our ice cubes. They're a mini ice cube tray. Just take some scissors. And these are all going to be hot glued on to your material. I'm just going to do this with each ice cube. Put a little bit of glue on the back. I have some white or off-white nail polish that I'm just going over the top of each of these with to give it a little bit more white look. I'm measuring the material I'm going to use for the water up to the top of the bucket where I want it to look like the water is coming down, all the way down to about the width of the bucket. I'm laying my piece over the top that I just barely cut of this plastic now, and I'm just going to cut the exact same amount. And then I just glued it in these places, this half circle up here, and down the edge I just glued right here and right here to keep it looking like it's pouring out. And it's done! I got my hair, put some gel in it, and I also put some running down makeup to make it look like I'm being dumped with water. But it's finally done! Doesn't it look great? All your friends are going to get the joke, and you're going to be the most clever person at the party, believe me. I hope you like this video. Please comment on it and subscribe to my channel if you like it. And then also, look at my Facebook page. We have updates on there. We have a Maleficent costume coming that's so awesome. And we have some other costumes and just some really fun Halloween videos that you can check out too. So, check them out. We add a water splashing sound and then I'll go, ah!